my gameplay to be trial and error, right?
Oh, I think I know what he means by this. Okay, Hi, I'm Mari. Hope you're having a good day, and I hope this video makes today just a little bit better. Okay, so today we're gonna be doing something a little bit unique. Today we're gonna be watching Markiplier's reaction to Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 towards the end of it. Apparently he has some pretty spicy takes, so I'm very curious to know what he says about the game because I also played the game, and it's going to be interesting to hear his opinion since he's so highly regarded in this community. But it seems like his opinion got a lot of steam, and I want to find out why.
Well, now, this is a rather interesting.
Yeah, this is when we find out the doctor was watching us, so he reboots and everything. What is Mark's face?
Look, it's another bigger bad.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh yeah, no, that guy did sound familiar. I'm sure he was from before. Yeah, you're right. That guy, that is the same voice. Totally.
The doctor guy? Yeah.
If only we hadn't killed him.
Okay, wait, what does that super chat say? Mark, do us a favor and eat after your crashing out session. Oh wait, so apparently he must not have been enjoying this entire gameplay, his whole play. Interesting.
Okay. Animation's good.
Okay.
I'm starting with the positives. I'm starting with the positives here, all right? Okay, bear with me. Animation good. Clearly, art quality, very good.
Yeah, it was really good.
The movement isn't quite as good. The mechanics, I don't find fun. The switching hands, probably there's an easier way to do it than just...
See, okay, I'm glad he said something about the hand thing. I kid you not. When I was playing the game, I kept getting people on YouTube spamming, why are you so bad at switching the hands? It's not that hard, Mari. But I was struggling the entire time trying to do the little mouse cursor thing to swap it or using Q, and it would kept clunking on me, and I'd have to press the Q button rapidly. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who felt that way.
Like the scroll wheel, which I was doing, I'm sure. But still, it's not even just that. It's that it is slow to do that.
Yeah, it was.
It's like, to switch is... It's slow, right? I see no reason that couldn't be instantaneous.
I agree with that.
Literally, just like, make it fast. Because the gameplay requires it to be fast. Why is the actual animation of it not fast? Anyway, whatever.
What I'm trying to remember, was the previous chapters of hand swapping faster than this one? I can't remember. I just remember it, like this specific chapter being a little more slower. I want to say the previous chapter 4 wasn't too bad, but having all the multiple hands thing did make it a little stressful.
This was a f***ing mess. I am saying this because, and I have this policy, right? If it's the first game in a new series, if it's the second, third, I can be more forgiving of things finding its footing. This is chapter 5, right? I should know the motivation very clearly. I should know where I'm going. I should know why I'm going to it. I should know exactly what the character motivations are. That one guy couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you why he was the escort this time around. As much as I like the hair girl, that was random. As random could be, being like, hey, here's a cool set piece. It's now it's happening. Now is this fun. And it doesn't matter if that set piece is interesting. I liked the aesthetic of that a lot better. It was random. Why was that there? Just to be an obstacle. That's it. It didn't have any cohesion to the story. There was this, like, I missed, of course, some videotapes. But when you're playing a game, you should know why A is connecting to B and then C. And I'm sure that there might be some very thin threading between there if you get the VHS, but my fear is that there's not. My fear is that even if I had gotten all of them, there would be no threading.
Oh man, I wish I knew what VHS tapes he missed, because I am curious, because there is like one specific audio tape where Miss Gracie is getting transformed and she's having all this like inner confusion about who she is as a person. She loses herself when she becomes a toy. I'm wondering if he missed that specific tape because that does connect the dots. But I get what he means by how it's kind of random. Like they just threw another additional plot point. But it also kind of makes sense if you think about it because clearly they're hypnotizing kids into becoming these toys at some point. So it does provide at least a little bit of an answer to that one gap that was in the storyline that we recall from chapter 3 and 4. At least that's how my brain wrapped around it. So it's interesting. I'm wondering what tapes he didn't end up seeing. I feel like I gotta watch this whole entire stream now so I can figure out what tapes he missed because I missed some tapes too, and I had to react to like the tapes that I ended up missing, which I have a video on that of me connecting the rest of the lore bits together. But I do find it is hard when you don't watch all the lore tapes. It does make it a lot harder to understand why certain things are happening the way they are. And I feel like for this specific chapter, they really fill in a lot of gaps, specifically with Huggy Wuggy and what they were doing to the kids prior to becoming the toys.
Because I don't see how you could possibly justify going from where we were to where we ended up to
That's fair.
leaving that place
Yeah.
and it mattering nothing, right? Mattering nothing to it. Here's an interesting character gone. This character's injured, gone.
Yeah, that
This
was
character's
rough.
interesting to be around you for a bit, gone.
Dead.
Now, my worst part about this, for me personally, is I don't know if the developers of this game think it's just their thing. We're the chase sequence game.
Oh.
We're the game of chase sequences. We are the chase sequence game. That was in the first one and people loved it. And then the second one, remember when Mommy Longlegs was chasing you?
Oh my God.
Fucking nuts. Remember the third one when we put more chase sequences in? Remember the fourth one, the chase sequences. Maybe we'll tone down a little bit for the fourth. Fifth one, chase.
There were a lot
I
of
do
chase
not
sequences.
my gameplay to be trial and error, right?
Oh, I think I know what he means by this. Okay, I think he knows what he means by this.
It every time it did it, the stakes were lower, right? And
Right.
that's really the issue that I have with it. From a mechanical perspective, a chase sequence is fine if it's well designed and it can be fun and it's like in a key moment where it's there and it makes sense. But the problem is this one, especially chapter 5, holy
There were a lot.
half of the entire game was chase sequences.
Yeah.
And it just because it's doing them again and again, it suddenly has to introduce, oh, here's a new thing in here. A chase sequence is not the time to introduce a new mechanic. I don't even care if it's something as innocuous like, oh, decouple the train cars. It's like, to learn that the vast majority of people are going to die to that. And
I died to that. I died to it a lot. And you know what really sucked about that is every time I kept dying, my chat would get so angry at me for not getting it right the first time. And they would just talk about how bad I am about the entire thing until eventually I got it. I want to say when I was playing it, it took me about 2 or 3 tries. I think the most it took me was maybe 4 during a chase sequence because I just kept messing up the timing on a very specific moment in the game. And oh man, it was just making people so mad that I just couldn't get it right. But eventually I got it because I just kind of memorized what I was supposed to do. It was just all about timing at that point.
in a chase sequence, as I've said before in these games, as soon as you die, it loses all of its value.
Because you gotta redo it again.
To do it again, to go through it and be like, oh, I remember how this goes now.
Yeah.
Oh, I've learned this now.
Yeah.
The whole point of a chase sequence is to be a climactic moment where the stakes are very high and you have to quickly think on your feet of all the mechanics that you've mastered through the entire experience that you've been doing it. And if you fail, it's your fault as the player. If you fail in that moment, it's your fault because you didn't apply the mechanics that you've been learning the entire fucking game. And it had that. I'm not even saying it didn't have that, but it's like, oh my God, enough!
I don't like you when Mark yells, you guys. I don't like it. That's scaring me. No, I do get that though. As I was saying, my chat was just getting really angry. And now, when I say my chat, let me clarify that. It wasn't actually my viewers. These are viewers who had finished watching Mark's stream, because I'm looking at his timestamp. He finished it in about 5 hours. It took me about 8 hours to beat it. It took me 3 extra hours. I was really tired after the 4-hour mark, and I started solving puzzles really slow. My little ADHD brain couldn't wrap around the mechanics as fast enough because I was getting tired. I just started coming back into streaming, so it's really hard for me to get used to like rapid pace movements while looking at a chat. But the reason why I'm bringing this up is because the people who watched Markiplier's stream after he'd beaten it then came over to my stream. And they were not nice. They were not nice at all. I constantly kept getting people telling me how Markiplier is better than me at these games, how I'm really bad at cringe and that I couldn't solve these puzzles fast enough. It actually was making me dislike the game more and more as I continue to play it, because I'm just trying to vibe. I get what Mark's saying. It does become more repetitive. But for someone like me with ADHD, sometimes I don't mind that all too much because I just kind of take things at face value, so it doesn't really bother me if I have to redo it. The only thing that was kind of getting under my skin was when Lily was like, "You're going in the bad toy box too!" And I kept dying that stupid moment, and I kept having to listen to that over and over and over again. And I had a nightmare about it. I had a nightmare about Miss Lily. Okay, I don't know. She's in my dreams now, you guys. I will never stop hearing that. Besides that, though, yeah, like, I get it. The whole point of a chase sequence is that you're supposed to be able to just beat it and just kind of get through, and it's supposed to be a thrilling experience, and then it's supposed to be that. Like, I totally get why he's upset about it. It just really sucked that while I was trying to play it, having to constantly see such negative comments about it, because I don't know if it's because Mark was being angry and stuff at this, and people just wanted to take it out on another streamer, and I happened to be the unlucky one for that, but, like, it really ruined the gameplay experience just trying to like solve it and being dunked on the entire time while I was playing it. So, I mean, it be like that sometimes.
Enough. Tired of it. So tired of it. I'm so tired of it. And frankly, I think that there was like emotional core here that was trying to shine through, and it's like I wanted to be in it, but by the time I got there, I didn't care. I just didn't care. And yeah, I'm hungry. Yeah, I'm grumpy. I'll admit that. I'm not giving this a number rating. I'm just saying thoughts. So put that bias into whatever you're taking in out of this. But I think that even if I wasn't hungry, I'd be saying the same things but nicer. I would be saying the same things but nicer, because I don't think that I am going to play the 6.
Wow.
I truly just
wow. It was that bad that he doesn't even want to play the next chapter. That's so I kind of get it though. I do think it's funny how Mark can say these things and people are like, "Yeah, man, you're so valid for saying that." But I remember when I had a lot of disgruntlement against Poppy Playtime Chapter 4, because I had the Yarnaby glitch where Yarnaby's AI would just instantly attack me, and I beat the game before the patch, before they fixed Yarnaby's AI, and then also Doey's whole battle mechanic was also glitching me too before they patched that out, and I beat the game through before those patches, and I remember being really, really frustrated at those two levels because it was completely glitched, and I was complaining about it and how I wasn't having a good time. And I remember getting dunked on really hard for that. Like, if you look at the comment section of my live stream, if you watch those live streams of that, you'll just see people just being like, "Don't hate the characters, Mario, blame the devs. It's the game mechanics and stuff." And I just getting dunked on the entire time because I was like, I don't really know if I like these characters that much. Like, their whole entire level, maybe not enjoy it as much, which I think got misconstrued as in I don't like the characters themselves instead of I don't like this character's playthrough, like the level. I think that got misconstrued, and man, I got dunked on so much. But when Mark says he doesn't like a mechanic or the game of it at all and didn't care about the story, they're like, "Yes, King, you tell your thing." It's just funny to me. I'm just like, dang, I wish I got a little bit more kindness when I play these games. I feel like I'm a lot more positive about this types of stuff because I actually like chapter 5. I thought the story was interesting. Sure, a lot of it was kind of like they're extending the story to stretch it out. We also had the hint about Tokyo and how there's another branch. They were probably going to have some game in Tokyo setting at some point. But I liked the story. I liked Miss Gracie being added to it. I thought her being a part of that, brainwashing the children, added an extra layer of context of just how messed up this entire thing and how delusional all the workers were, because they really believe in this whole type of immortality concept. There's so much to the point that they're willing to just do anything they can to just show that they're right. And I guess I enjoyed that part. I can see why like he didn't enjoy this. I do get that. I can totally get why when you're just tired of just playing the same thing, because he plays a lot of games, right? I mean, he's Markiplier after all. It gets boring. It gets repetitive. For someone like me, I just really enjoy this kind of stuff. Maybe it's because I like games that revolve around trauma and really cursed or just deranged events. Like, I like that kind of stuff. That's kind of my cup of tea. But stuff like this, like, I get that. And so it's just interesting to me how you're okay to dislike a game as long as the mass majority of people agree with you. If the mass majority of people don't agree with you, or if you're not popular enough, then your opinion gets shat on, your opinion gets disregarded, you get, stomped into the ground and insulted. It's just really interesting to see this, the whole like dynamic of giving your opinions on stuff, which I can already guarantee just me speaking that people are going to turn that into negative, being like, how can you say something so negative? Because I'm not saying anything negative about Markiplier himself. It's more of an observation of like, wow, it's so interesting that depending on who you are and what your status is, you can kind of just say whatever you want and get away with it. It's just interesting to me.
I don't want to, so I'm not going to.
I don't blame him for not wanting to play it.
Poppy Playtime, thank you for your time. Thank you for my time, and thank you for all
it's
of
like 5
this,
hours of your time, man.
Man, I just do not have it in me to continue slogging through this.
I don't blame you, though.
I'm coming out of a game saying, wow, I slogged through that.
Yeah.
Might be time to reevaluate a couple things.
And
right?
that's fair.
So this is the end of Poppy Playtime for me. I don't know how many more chapters they're gonna go through, but hey,
yeah,
more power to
that.
you. I hope it's better next time. I won't know because I'm not gonna play it. All right, thank you everybody so much for watching. Thank you everybody so much for listening. I am going to go eat with my family. And
you should do that,
have
man.
A long sit staring at a hole in the wall so that I can calm down and decouple this experience from the remainder of my day. Thank you. Have a good, lovely time. And remember, ironlung.com.
That's right, Ironlung. Dude, I gotta play that game. I really need to play it. I need to watch that movie. I've been super excited about that. Sorry, not to ADHD. Sorry. I gotta watch that.
Iron Lung merch is out now.
That's right.
Go get it while you still can. Go get it while it's still grand. Yada yada, blobbity bloobity. This guy is
He's so done.
Have a good.
Oh, I get that. I'm not saying that he has no reason to be complaining. He does. If that's how he feels about the game, that's totally fair. I get that. Me personally, I did like the chapter. I probably will play chapter 6. I did enjoy it. Granted, I wish I wasn't so smooth brain about the puzzles. I gotta make sure I have enough caffeine in me, or I'm more awake. I have good sleep before I play these games, so that way I'm not constantly getting dogged on. The only thing that really ruined this game for me, and I want to say Poppy Playtime in general, not just chapter 5, just Poppy Playtime in general. The only thing that ruined this for me was the spoilers. I can't tell when someone's spoiling something in chat. I really can't. People will say things in my chat, and I have no idea if it's a spoiler or not. Like, people kept saying the doctor in chapter 5. They kept saying that about the doctor this, the doctor that. And I was like, okay, yeah, what about the doctor? Cool. Yeah, whatever. I did not realize it was a spoiler. And thank God I didn't realize it was a spoiler until I saw the end. I was like, oh, that's what people meant by the doctor. But I feel bad when I read my comments later for people who watch the VODs. They're like, man, the spoilers in the chat are such an issue. And I feel bad because I tried to get rid of the spoilers who are in my chat, but sometimes I don't know what a spoiler is. And I can't sit there just banning people in my chat on things that may or may not be a spoiler because I don't know if they are a spoiler. But it sucks because basically all these people from Mark's stream, he had this whole stream and I was still streaming the game, okay? I was still playing at this point. I might have been around the 5-hour mark too, or maybe the 4-hour mark, I can't remember. I just remember that at some point during my playthrough towards the end, I got a massive amount of people joining my stream and spoiling the game immediately. I didn't have that issue for like the first 4 or 5 hours during my playthrough. It was perfectly fine. It wasn't until Markiplier finished it, or I think maybe Jacksepticeye. I don't remember if they both finished the game at the same time or what happened, but it wasn't until one of these guys finished it, and I think it was Mark, because people, again, they just kept comparing me to Mark the entire time. They just kept spoiling the rest of the game for me. They kept telling me how bad I'm at the puzzles, what's about to happen next, and just, yeah, it made it really difficult for me to want to continue playing the game. There's one point where I almost just stopped playing the game, and I was just going to stop playing the entire thing, but I don't play games for those people. I don't care about those people. If you're a Markiplier fan and you hate my content, I don't care. I really do not care. I don't play games for you. I play games for my own audience and people who actually enjoy me and who want to see my reaction to it. I just feel bad for my audience who do enjoy me and have to see spoilers in chat, because me and my mods, we're trying our best. We really don't know sometimes what is a spoiler. We try our best to ban people when they're doing that or time them out. And it's hard, especially since I have a single PC set up and I can't just keep tabbing out of the game. It makes it really difficult and it makes my computer lag pretty badly. So that's the only thing that I really disliked about this game, which is crazy because that means it's not even about the game itself. Sure, the mechanics of it were kind of annoying. I didn't really care for the hand swapping thing, and the puzzles were a lot easier this time compared to Chapter 3, in my opinion. But overall, I still enjoyed the game. I still enjoyed the story. I'm looking forward to Chapter 6 regardless. And unfortunately, Mark's not going to be playing it. But hey, you know what? Positively looking at this, maybe if Mark doesn't play this for the next chapter, I can actually play the next chapter and not have people spoil or tell me how bad I am at the game because he didn't play it first. So maybe it's a good thing for me personally. I know I'm making this all about me, right? But it's just interesting to see two different opinions on this. So yeah, honestly, Mark, I hope you get some food and hopefully the next game that you play is a lot more satisfying for you, man, because I get that. We all just want to play a good game at the end of the day, right? If you want to see the uncensored versions of these videos, then check out my Patreon where I upload all uncensored content as well as some other videos on there. And let me know what your thoughts were down in the comments below. And there's anything else you'd like to see on this channel because I upload every single day. And with that, thank you so much for watching. And remember, everything reminds you of something. Bye!